Hello, Golden State Hoops fans. In today's video, we will bring you important updates on the physical condition of one of the Warriors' stars ahead of the highly anticipated clash against the Lakers. Additionally, let's discuss the rumors that the team may part with a player worth a whopping $109 million in exchange for Jimmy Butler. Stay with us to understand all the details of this news that is moving the league. After a bitter defeat to the Sacramento Kings, Golden State Warriors recovered with a huge victory over the Chicago Bulls, thus avoiding a possible streak of 3 consecutive defeats. Even without some important players, the team had solid performances from reserves such as Quinton Post and Gui Santos, who broke personal records and gave the squad more confidence, showing that there is talent available in addition to the usual stars. However, concerns continue to surround the team in terms of injuries, as Jonathan Kuminga and Draymond Green remain sidelined. While Green deals with his recovery process, Kuminga has been a constant absence, increasing the anxiety of fans and the coaching staff. With the next match scheduled against the Los Angeles Lakers, the Warriors need to enter the court determined to overcome yet another challenge, especially without being able to count on Kuminga, whose absence will still be extended, according to recent news. According to information from Anthony Slater of The Athletic, Jonathan Kuminga will remain out until after the All-Star break, which means the winger is expected to be out for more than 20 games this season. The game against the Los Angeles Lakers will mark the 11th consecutive absence for Kuminga, a situation that worries both the medical department and coach Steve Kerr, who recognize the young man's importance for the team's defensive and offensive rotation. Before suffering the high ankle sprain, Kuminga had been performing remarkably well, averaging 24.3 points and 8 rebounds in the 6 games prior to his injury. Throughout the season, the player has 16.8 points and 5 rebounds per game, numbers that confirm his relevance. Now, the Warriors need to adjust their strategies to make up for this absence and maintain their winning streak, especially in crucial clashes like the duel against the Lakers. The crowd waits. In addition to Kuminga, the Warriors also remain cautious with Draymond Green, who missed part of the last matches due to physical problems. The absence of Green, one of the team's defensive pillars and emotional leader, affects not only the rotation, but also the group's morale on the court. With each game gaining weight in the rankings, the next match against the Los Angeles Lakers, scheduled for 5:30 p.m. Pacific Time, broadcast on ABC and ESPN+, gains even more relevance. Facing LeBron James and company without 2 important pieces will require other athletes to take on greater responsibilities, something we saw in flashes against the Bulls. If Post and Gui Santos repeat their positive performance, they could gain even more space in the rotation, helping to alleviate the lack of Kuminga and Green. However, the challenge will be great, as maintaining consistency has been one of the Warriors' main obstacles this season. Every detail counts. For many fans, the big question is understanding how the Golden State Warriors will manage these adversities without losing their competitive rhythm. Steve Kerr's experience as a coach, combined with the solid core, led by Stephen Curry, should help keep the team together. But each match becomes a test of the squad's resilience and depth. Less renowned players get the chance to prove themselves, while the medical department works tirelessly to speed up recoveries. The hope is that, when Kuminga and Green return, the team will be in a solid position in the table, ready to regain fine-tuning and fight for something big this season. Until then, expectations remain about how the squad will behave against high-level opponents, such as the Lakers. Each victory achieved without its stars reinforces the resilience of the Warriors, who remain determined to remain competitive despite the setbacks. Firmly, recent rumors indicate that the Golden State Warriors may consider a major change in the squad to reinforce support for Stephen Curry, especially given the lack of a second established star. Jimmy Butler, reportedly dissatisfied with his situation at the Miami Heat, emerges as a possible target before the transfer window closes, scheduled for February 6th. According to analysts, the idea would be to form a strong duo alongside Curry, bringing more consistency and decision-making power at crucial moments. Many believe that if the board does not take bold measures, the window for success in the Bay Area could close quickly, generating internal instability and forcing the team to look for emergency solutions. Names like Andrew Wiggins and Jonathan Kuminga have already been mentioned in speculation involving high-impact trades. With Butler available, several hypotheses arise about possible moves that could change the Warriors' outlook this season. Suddenly, according to increasingly strong rumors, Andrew Wiggins and Jonathan Kuminga would be the main exchange pieces to facilitate the arrival of Jimmy Butler. With the Miami Heat supposedly having lost its ideal moment to fight for the title, the franchise would be interested in restructuring its squad, looking for promising athletes and salary relief. In this scenario, Wiggins, already a champion with the Warriors and a key player in the recent victory, would add experience and stability to a squad undergoing reconstruction. Kuminga, meanwhile, carries immense potential and could flourish further by receiving additional minutes and responsibilities. The possible transaction would also involve draft picks, something fundamental in any overhaul plan. Meanwhile, Butler brings the competitiveness and aggressive mentality that could elevate the Warriors' level, taking away some of the burden that currently falls almost entirely on Curry. Still, uncertainties about values and contractual compatibility remain, and they worry the leaders. According to financial analyses, the salaries of Butler and the aforementioned players do not match exactly, which requires additional adjustments to close any agreement. In that sense, Brandon Podziemski or Moses Moody could be included in the package, along with future first-round picks, to make up for the contract difference. Although they are young talents with potential for growth, the Warriors' management may view this departure as a fair price to acquire Butler, given his ability to change the dynamics of the game. The complete package would therefore involve Wiggins, Kuminga, Podziemski, and eventual picks, offering the Miami Heat a mix of experience, youth, and draft assets. The big question is to what extent the Warriors would be willing to risk their future flexibility. With Curry still at a high level, the pressure to win another title is real, and Butler's arrival could speed up that process significantly now. Jimmy Butler is going through a complicated phase in Miami, facing a 2024-25 season full of ups and downs, marked by 2 suspensions, and the frustration of seeing the Heat post a record of 21 wins and 22 losses in 43 games. Considered the second highest scorer on the squad, Butler has been showing signs of dissatisfaction, something that intensifies as the team misses important results. An eventual trade to the Warriors could represent a fresh start, surrounded by Stephen Curry's winning mentality and the culture established by Steve Kerr. In this new configuration, Butler would have the chance to share protagonism while seeking a more stable environment with real title aspirations. Furthermore, his playoff experience could be an asset for a team already accustomed to finals. Everything indicates that he is looking for a scenario where his complaints are quickly overcome by his focus on victories. Quite promising. At the Golden State Warriors, Butler would have the opportunity to join forces with one of the greatest shooters in history, taking advantage of the spaces created by Curry to exercise his physical and versatile style of play. Alongside a star who has already won multiple championships, the pressure on Butler would ease, allowing him to focus on his own production and defensive leadership. Many believe that, by trading the heat of Miami for the dynamism of the Bay Area, Butler would forget his current frustrations and embrace the chance to return to the finals once and for all. However, the price would be high. Andrew Wiggins, a solid champion who found himself in California, would end up sacrificed. While this loss is significant, the prospect of forming a relentless perimeter with Curry and Butler is enticing for the franchise. Still, it is necessary to consider the risks of giving up a player who finally found stability with the Warriors. Nothing is guaranteed now. Such a decision would involve weighing pros and cons. On the one hand, Butler's arrival would immediately strengthen the squad, giving more firepower to Curry's side and potentially ensuring greater competitiveness in the difficult West. On the other hand, the Warriors would lose part of the depth built over the last few years, in addition to risking the cohesion of a group that recently won the title. The eventual departure of Wiggins and Kuminga, added to the loss of young people like Podziemski, could limit the future of the franchise in terms of development. However, with Curry still in his prime and pushing for another achievement, the board finds itself at a crossroads. Is it worth sacrificing pieces and picks to bring in Butler, whose reputation as a competitive leader is undeniable? Whatever the choice, it will profoundly impact the Warriors' legacy and the way the team reshapes itself this season. Crucial decisions await. With Jonathan Kuminga and Draymond Green's absences prolonged and a possible trade involving Jimmy Butler hanging in the air, the Golden State Warriors are experiencing a decisive moment that could shape their immediate and long-term future. As the team prepares to face the Los Angeles Lakers, the need to remain competitive without two key players reinforces the importance of a versatile squad, capable of reinventing itself in the face of adversity. On the other hand, the prospect of having Butler alongside Stephen Curry arouses enthusiasm among some of the fans, but also raises questions about the loss of depth and the sacrifice of young promises. The balance between trying to win now and preserving resources for the future is the great challenge that permeates the entire organization. The answer, in the end, will depend on how much the Warriors are willing to risk to remain among the NBA's elite. What's up, Golden State Hoops folks? If you like today's content, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell so you don't miss any news from the Warriors. Thanks for the company, and see you in the next video.